It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for Randominity with the Random Christian Show. Today, Christian welcomes Scott Bailey of TWS Training. The Random Christian Show is officially sponsored by PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. Check out their drink specials today. Find the nearest PJ's Coffee to you at pjscoffee.com. Mention the Random Christian Show for a 15% discount. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group created by Colonel James Neal Broadus, composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. Intro music provided by The Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. Next week, the Random Christian Show is talking to Russ Tuttle of the Stop Trafficking Project. My name is Andy, and now here's your host, Christian Random.
Hey, hi there. Welcome to the
What's
show.
happening?
Hey, I am Christian. That is Andy. That's Andy right there.
Yeah,
And
that's Christian.
we're gonna.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh.
I lost my finger. It's through the magic of videoology. Welcome to the show, kids. I am ready to have some fun with you. Monday's over with. We've passed through that. It's Tuesday. We're going to forget the rest of the week, jump right into the long holiday weekend coming up, at least for us here in the U.S. Our guest today, Scott, is actually Canadian, so he won't get to celebrate Labor Day, I don't think. I don't know. We'll find out.
That's a shame. Yeah.
But they have Boxing Day, so there's that.
Right.
Not sure what that really has to do with anything, but you know, it sounds cool, and you know, I have no knowledge. What did you just send me, Andy? Andy's sending me secret cryptic messages.
Watching the opening reminded me that I forgot to send you stuff.
Oh, that's what that was.
So I was taking my 3 seconds of free time to send you what I forgot to send you yesterday.
Awesome. Beautiful. Welcome to the show. And we're going to have some fun. Yes, Scott Bailey, TWS Training, kinesiology trainer, physical fitness expert. He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. He's just blowing up. I started watching him a while back. Actually, my wife showed me him because after my hip replacement, we were learning to do things and stuff. And she's like, oh, try this. And so I was like, wow, this guy's really cool. Kind of like John, the TikTok chiropractor. And so I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, man, ever thought about being on a show? Of course, first words out of his mouth, what's your numbers, man?
Right.
Of
course.
Like, yeah. I got my mom,
the
show.
We were number one that week on Good Pods. Just saying.
Hey, for the month. We were
for the month. That's right.
For the month.
For the month.
Right at the end of the month, we
so at least 10 people are gonna listen to this, Scott.
That's right.
Come on, man. 10 people.
And speaking of those 10 people, here I forgot to leave that up. Let's open up the chat here a little bit. If you are out there watching and enjoying the show, you can now type and join in the chat and talk to us, and eventually talk to Mr. Bailey here that will be on the show with us. And again, thank you so much. Speaking of a guest, next week will be Russ Tuttle. We had Lee Gibson. Yeah, you thought I was
nice. You got it.
That.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'm so proud. Yes.
So anyway, Run to Stop It. Okay. By the way, thank you, PJs, for sponsoring the show. But now, yeah, now it's all about the hats, because the profits from these hats goes to Run to Stop It. Where's my camera? There it is. Goes to Run to Stop It, which funds Russ Tuttle and the Stop Trafficking Project, as well as Relentless Pursuit outreach program. and a few other good causes like that. So go to the website or shoot me an email at therandomchristianshow@gmail.com. Or just go to therandomchristianshow.com and contact us there. Buy a hat. It's $25, ships anywhere in the U.S. Probably a little more for Canada. So if you guys are out there, hey, Tim Melia, how you doing, buddy? You should be working, by the way. So I hope you're on your lunch and talking to us, because anyway, I work
late lunch.
Yeah,
absolutely late lunch.
For Tim, it probably is, because Tim's a go-getter. Only when he's thirsty for beer. So anyway, yes, we are filling up the cup, but I still got a bunch more hats to be selling. I really want to make a mark for these guys and really help them out. So you guys hit us up, and we'll get you a hat, and let's help these people help others. All right. Okay. So that being said, helping others, I'd love to help Andy get the show started. Hey, Saif, how you doing, buddy? Where are we at? Oh, there it is.
So
Whoa, your microphone got a little weird.
I put my hand was in front of my face for a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Trying to hide yourself. I got you.
I was. Right. I got scared. So
in honor of Scott and all his working out and helping people out at home and whatnot with all his helpful tips, we came up with a little bit of a list, a little random 9 list, as we always do every week. We have 9 things we randomly do when working out at home by yourself. That's right. It's when you're sitting there and you're like, oh well, I'm just gonna do the best I can with what I got and try and make things work this way. Listen. Oh, Tim's off. Wow. Oh, you're off, Tim. So we decided to compile a list of these things that you do when you're home and you think nobody's watching. Well, we are. And yeah, I know. Sounds weird, but there's cameras everywhere. So listen, kids, it's now time for what we like to call, there it is, the Random 9 list.
There we go.
Coming up to you with 9 things we randomly do when working out at home by ourselves. I'm not hitting the post. Damn it. The one thing I live for every week is hitting the post. I was so
low budget podcast. Let me tell you, everybody. Wow.
What do we pay these guys for?
The Random Christian Show is looking for a new host. This just in. Please apply at therandomchristianshow.com.
And a new band. We got to get a better intro music, but that's fun music. So
come
that's
on.
What's
wrong? Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, because I can't turn you loose, Andy. No,
well, that's true. Nope, you can't.
I really can't.
No,
even though you've tried, I won't turn you loose.
Absolutely, yeah, no.
So that's what the electrocution and chain collar link is for. Just
right.
Saying.
Yeah.
So now that things have gone completely weird and out of control, let's go ahead with our 9 things we randomly do when working out at home by ourselves. We'll start with number 9, and I got this one: using the workout DVD as a frisbee.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. That's
back and forth to yourself. Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Do you like it?
No, it's good. It's a little bit of a deep cut though, because who has DVDs anymore?
Wow. Now, okay, so Andy just said, Chris, it's really old.
Oh, just wait till my number 2. That's a deep cut.
Oh God. And you know what? I haven't looked at these, so wow.
Okay.
Corey Hall. Right. Hey, what's up, buddy? All right. Go ahead with number Hall? 8 there.
Number 8. Every lap that I take around the block equals 1 donut.
Ooh, really like that one a lot. There, dude. I'll work out every day, damn it. Especially chasing the boy.
Yep. 3 laps, 3 donuts. That's how that works.
Woo! It's a Krispy Kreme. Oh, also cake to Chris. Well, that's very funny there, Mr. Hall. Number 8. every lap I take around the block. Oh, wait.
That was mine.
I'm 7. Welcome to the show.
You're the odd one.
Oh, yeah. No, we know this.
Yes.
Number 7. Where are we at? Using the steps to and from the couch to the fridge and bathroom while binge watching shows as your workout. I've tested this. I've logged in a couple miles. Just saying.
If it counts, it counts, right? Steps are steps, right?
Dude, it's steps in
They're
sporadic, small amounts.
It doesn't matter if you're walking around the park or you're walking to the ice cream shop. That's all I'm saying. That's just what it is.
That's a long walk to the ice cream shop. Good God.
For you, not for me.
Oh, whoa. Wow. All right. Going to Andy's house after the show, I'll tell you that much.
It's 1.2 miles. Not that I've actually looked at it, but it's 1.2 miles. So
wow.
Easily walkable, unfortunately.
Yeah, but then after your ice cream, you're like, no, I need another one. By the time you get home,
you need the power to walk back, right? A little sugar rush.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Back and forth. All right. Number 6, Andrew.
Sometimes I hang up my T-bone steak and throw some punches at it, and then I hum the Rocky theme. You know, just get.
Hey, yo.
Come in there. Yeah.
Adrian. Adrian. You gotta crap thunder and piss lightning. No. All right. Yeah, we'll just. Yeah, that was really poor impersonation.
That was
terribly sorry. All right, number 5, 9 things we randomly do when working out at home by ourselves. Number 5, after your third push-up, using the excuse of laying on the floor face down as a passive plank yoga position. I've done this. It works well. I usually wake up in a pool of drool and the dog's going, what's going on?
Right. Three hours later, forgot how you got there. Yeah. I was working out, but no, not anymore.
Not anymore. Nope. All right. Oh, hey, thank you. See, they like that one. People are happy with my answers.
Right.
Sure they are. Okay. Let's see. Number 4 of the things we randomly do when working out at home by ourselves.
So sometimes I conclude the completion of all my backyard chores, which I count as a workout, with a medal ceremony complete with sportary.
Ooh.
So if I get all the mowing done, all the gardening, if I fill up the green bin, that is a gold medal. And trust me, that is, I walk out to the Star Spangled Banner. I take my medal, and it's this was a great day for Andy, ladies and gentlemen. Just what a performance, getting that bin full up in just under 2 hours. Just an amazing performance for the Americans. I can't. This is just great. This is a great day.
We're talking to the young Andrew Drake. He's a champion among champions among men inside their homes in underwear. Yeah. No, that was probably
I just take it one day at a time here. I just really love it, and I'm just glad to be out here for my country, doing its best,
and fulfilling our promise with PJ's Coffee.
There you go.
Delicious PJ's Coffee, by the way. All right, number 3. Yes. Oh, this is my favorite one too. Number 3, things we randomly do when working out at home by ourselves, because this is how I get my workout. Banging my head and air drumming to Master of Puppets by Metallica as my cardio workout. Yes.
I think that's acceptable. I absolutely think that's acceptable. I sweat after a good hang banging. Yeah.
See, because you got the warm up in the beginning,
Right. Yeah. No, it's like that's like the stretch part of it. It loosens everything up, and then you really get into it. Yeah.
You just get everything a little fired up, and then. Okay. Yeah. I probably should have been playing Master of Puppets at that point, huh?
We don't want to get sued.
Oh yeah, because good Lord, Lars Mr.
Oh yeah,
Napster.
no,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come
That's
across
right.
his desk.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Forget it. I did not say master. I said master of Muppets.
There you go. Oh my God.
Paster of Muppets. That's what I was saying. That's what it was.
Now we need a Weird Al cover song, Master of Muppets. Come on.
Oh,
We
we gotta
absolutely
make it
need.
tall.
Okay, yeah. All right.
You're on that. You got
I'll get on that.
connections. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number
Yeah.
2, things
So
we
this is
randomly do when working out at home by ourselves. Hit me.
This is the deep cut. This is the total deep cut right here.
And I've been avoiding looking at it, so I don't.
Okay. All right. So setting the treadmill on the slowest setting, then asking Alexa to play Chariots of Fire. Deep cut.
That was beautiful. Actually, Corey Hall's right. Tim Hawkins would nail that parody of Master.
Oh, yes, he would. Absolutely.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Well, see, but I would have just had the little cassette recording like taped onto the, treadmill. And just
okay, because I know, but who has a cassette player these days?
I do.
All right. Hi, Lois. How are you?
Hello, my love. All right. The beautiful, lovely Miss Lewis. All right.
Number 1.
Oh, hey, wait. I
Number
forgot.
1.
We got drum roll. I'm gonna have to rearrange this thing. Drum roll. Okay, number 1 reason things we do when we randomly work out at home by ourselves: the 12-ounce curl with the chips and dip cool down. Hey-o. There it is. Yeah.
Random 9.
Random 9. That was a little bit of that.
Fell a little flat. But
fell a lot flat.
Yeah.
Andy, let's be
best
honest.
random 9, but it was certainly our most recent. So there we go.
And and timely.
Right. No, absolutely.
Speaking
because
of timely, yeah. You know where I'm going, don't you?
no, absolutely. Where are you going with this?
Where am I going? I'm going to my other soundboard is what I'm doing.
You're going to go into and then you're going to bring in our guest.
I am, because speaking of timely and fun and rockin', that's right. We got Mr. Scott Bailey from TWS Training coming on in with us. Mr. Scott, there he is. What's up, buddy?
How are you? Good. You can still hear me, right? Yeah, good.
Yep, all good.
Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, when you reached out to me and I asked you that question, there's a reason for that. You would be surprised at the amount of things that get sent to my inbox on Instagram.
Right.
I get, and you would be amazed at how many people will just say, I think my shoulders, and just sending me topless photo and I'm not saying it's something very interesting to look at. I'm saying I get a lot of weird things getting sent to me on Instagram. So the filtration process.
Sure. No, Scott, I'm really sorry about the topless photos, man. I will stop sending those. Okay.
I was gonna say, Andy.
I'm really sorry. I don't know. I thought I had that thing right there, and I just needed to get it worked out, and I felt you needed to have all the information.
Scott, how do you think Andy got on the show? This was I was like, well, send me some topless photos, and we'll see what we can do for you, buddy.
No, man, but the amazing thing is how unsolicited, like how random they are. They just I don't know. They see a video that I post, and then all of a sudden, boom, just straight through. And what's funny is Instagram actually has its own filtration process too, and then you have to look through this, and there's a section called hidden messages.
Wow.
Ooh.
Stacked.
Oh, no
way. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting. Yeah.
I'm not sure that's appropriate. I don't think
What
that's
was,
that could be
like,
very scary, maybe.
what was
Very,
that one message,
very
like the
disturbing.
one like weirdest message that you ever got?
I would probably say it was like a young kid, like 16, and he just sends me his track and field photos, and he just tells me to post his stuff, and I'm like,
Okay.
there's no context here. It didn't really,
Right.
not really sure where we're going with this, and not even a please, nothing, just straight for the jugular,
wow.
right in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, very odd. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. Again, that's how Andy got the job. But
Right.
anyway, and so of course Andy lives a life full of regrets at this point now.
Very true.
So
Yeah.
very, very true. So Scott, we thank you so much for coming on the show. Glad you are here and took some time. We really appreciate it. So let's get into the basis of this. How did you, I mean, you obviously, explain I always screw it up. Kinesiology. Please explain what kinesiology is and all that for us, a common folk.
It's like a glorified gym teacher.
Okay. So that's a Canadian word for gym teacher.
No, I'm kidding. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more technical than that. Like, basically, it would be you would see a chiropractor or a physiotherapist or an osteopath for incidents of trauma, but a kinesiologist would be for regular upkeep and making sure that the machine keeps moving properly.
Okay.
The only problem is that a lot of people only seek help when they are experiencing trauma. They don't actually do the maintenance and the upkeep themselves as it is.
Okay. So this is kind of a constant process then.
The Jiffy Lube of the medical profession.
Yes, exactly. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people who just wait for the light to go on before they before they go get serviced. So.
Exactly.
I put a piece of black tape over the check engine light, but it still keeps running really weird. Yeah, that's because that helped absolutely nothing. So. Well done.
That is so stressful. My girlfriend rides the tank until the gas is blinking, and she's like, "No, we got another 20 kilometers." And I'm like,
"Yes."
I'm like, "What kind of game is this? Why are you unnecessarily rising my anxiety?" It's
dude, it's a rush. It's so awesome to do that. Like, it drives my wife nuts. She's like, I'm like, hey, trust me. I got 2 more gallons in there. This car averages 19 miles a gallon. We're good for another 38 miles. Are you sure? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's going to be a gas station close to where we'll get gas and we're going to run out. Just pull over now. I know. We got it. You got to ride. You got to live. I don't have much in my life, obviously. I have this show, but I love my wife and children and
adequately guessing how long you can go when the gas light is on.
Right.
That's what he lives for.
That's pretty much it. That's all I got. So I'm full on with your girlfriend on this one, dude. This is, it's living on the edge, baby. We're going all the way. It's again, I don't have much. But so now have you always done, I mean, did you go to school for this, or is this something you just kind of got into and you're like, I'm gonna go study this and we're gonna start just training people?
Well, not really. I always had kind of an interest in the medical field, and I was I actually did a year in the States. I played lacrosse in the NCAA, and then I transferred to Montreal here. So I'm actually from Calgary, which is Western Canada.
Yeah.
And then I left my family. Yeah, there you go. And then I left and I went to McGill here in Montreal. And then I enjoy the Eastern Canada better than the West. So I stayed. So
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So I picked up a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, and then I just kind of started training people, and then that's pretty much it. And then eventually, I would say around 2015 is when I myself, I mean, I had hurt my back. I don't even remember what I did, but I had like seized up my back. And that's when I started really putting a lot of time into the type of content that I put out now, which is basically therapy that you can do yourself, like mobility training that you can self-service, you know, your own ailments.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I like it.
Now-
Now you also before we started the show, which we should have just hit play, but you were talking about because you've got this really dialed in studio behind you here. You were also doing music production. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's funny because I don't talk about it much because of obviously I'm somewhat of a digital role model now with the stretching and whatnot. But I was.
Hey, but we all come from somewhere, man. So
exactly,
and I think it proves that hey, we can make adjustments in our life.
So in my last year of university, I was a club DJ and I had a lot of success, and I had spent like 8 years or 10 years. Who am I kidding? I still do it, but I was producing records, and I was traveling DJing kind of around the world, and I had actually played some really big shows, and I had. But yeah, I was playing across Canada, played in the States, and I had like 14, 15 record contracts, and
wow.
it was I kind of went like I was in that, and then kind of like the actor in Los Angeles, kind of they're a waitress kind of thing. So originally, I was training people, and I was using my degree, and I was trying to supplement this artist life. And then sure enough, what happened was around like 2015, I was kind of given like I was promoted and stuff in the gyms here in Montreal, and then I started to acquire like a big CrossFit program.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then I had filled out the gym, and I had a lot of members and stuff. And then that gym, right before the pandemic, the owners of that location actually had closed it, and then the pandemic hit, and I was kind of like, DJing's done, fitness is like, and so all my friends were like, well, why don't you just put all your stuff online? And that's kind of when that's when I started like just making videos. And the cool thing is that it was weird because the worlds kind of collided, because all this experience that I'd acquired here, right, translated into what you see on my Instagram now. So like all of the production and all of the, pretty much all the skill sets are now there. And that's why it's easy for me to pump videos out at a very fast velocity.
So yeah, and I was gonna say the quality of your TikToks and the Instagrams are just, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's very easy to follow. You've got great camera angles, so it's obviously all that has paid off quite a bit. And that's again one of the things that I dug about watching your things, because I've seen some other guys, and it's just like this big wide shot, and you're like, what are they doing? I can't. Okay. And so obviously you lose interest. Yours is, the camera's following you, and you readjust so you can, and you're showing people the angles on how to do things and stuff. I thought it was really great. And that's that was my allure. I was like, hey, I can actually understand what's going on. And I'm a very simple-minded man. I have a hard time in a round room because I try to sit in the corner. Just saying. Okay. Sorry. I missed the rim shot on that one. Sorry.
Heyo.
There. We'll give him one of those. There it is. All right. So then now this thing has really been blowing up, though. I mean, was it an instant success, or was it just kind of like had 5 or 3 people, like the shows following?
What's kind of funny is that I had started around I think I'd launched it. I think I was even with my best friend in the studio like October 20th, like 2019. We were having a bunch of beers, and he's like, "Oh, why don't you call it Training with Scott?" And I'm like, that's not half bad. And then I was like, you know what? And then I found the Instagram handle, and then I found the google.com. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? And then a couple of months later, I was like, I really hate that name. I really want to change that name. So I was like, it sounds so bad. Like, I was like, and so I had a friend kind of put together the logo and whatnot. And what was very humbling was the velocity at which the channel had grown compared to the 10 years that I had spent doing music.
Like, wow, I really
like,
wasted a lot of time there.
I was like, I should have jumped on this a little quicker.
Yeah,
but
everything happens in their own time. So,
yeah.
Like I said, look at what you've done though. Your quality is so much better, and it's so much nicer to watch and learn from you on that. So I think it's a great aspect that you did all that.
I appreciate that, but don't kid yourself. It is a bit of a slow grind, and it's funny because today, right now, as we talk, 30 minutes before I came to hang out with you guys, I hit 100K.
Wow! Dude, nice. All right, well, that deserves a little bit of.
And the funny thing is, it really took like it was like 2 years and like 8 months of riding at like 20,000, 25,000 people, and then in the last 3 weeks it just shot up like out of control. Yeah, it was like and I'm very grateful. Finally, you put in that many, you make enough videos. I guess the one will work. But but yeah. So it's been very, very interesting, and even yourself. The reason we're talking is because you tried one of my tricks. Which one did you try again?
My favorite one that I like to do is it's the yoga ball, and I don't have a bench per se. And I know there's a certain term for it that you use.
Swiss ball.
Well, no, but the lift. You lift your legs up. So you're kind of laying on the yoga ball, and you're holding onto the bench, and then you're lifting your legs up from behind.
Yeah. The couch stretch.
Is that what it's called?
The standing couch stretch.
I like that term. Yes.
Yeah.
I do it the other way, where I'm just laying there and I lift the remote a lot and aim it at things, and so I get a lot of strength conditioning with my thumb from that. But that it really has it's helped strengthen. In fact, I brought it up to my physical therapist. I was like, hey, what about this? They're like, oh yeah, that's a good. They're still kind of easing me into doing that kind of. They said that's probably a little too much to be doing right now, but you can do it a little bit if you feel good doing it. And I'm like, okay, because I did kind of overdo it a little bit.
What was your thing? What was your injury?
I had my hip replaced, my right hip.
Okay.
So so I kind of pushed a little too far a couple times, but it's getting better. So that's good, and I like it. And then, like I said, the chiropractor, John, I popped on a couple of his, and then kind of the same thing. I was like, hey man, think you'd be interested in coming on the show? And he does he does the same thing. He's got great camera angles, so it really explains the moves that he's doing and how to do these stretches and stuff. So I just thought it was very cool and fit very well. So boom, there it is. That's how I get in shape, by watching TikTok and getting people to come on the show.
You would be amazed at how educational that platform has gotten.
Oh yeah.
You will learn so much from that platform. Yeah. Everything.
More than I need to at times. I can guarantee that. There's a couple times where I'm like, oh, I didn't need to see that, but hey. Oh, and by the way, I am running Scott's Instagram and email down here for you, and TikTok.
Nice.
TWS training down here at the bottom of the screen. The Instagram is just at TWS training. And there's your email right there, info@twstraining.com. So couldn't be any simpler and easier than that, kids. So if you are into this is the way to go, because trust me, it works and it's great. So now, you said you just hit it. That is so awesome. And how long have you been doing this since 2015? You said?
No. Okay. So, well, no, I mean, I've been doing this job for, I don't know, 15, no, I'd say, yeah, 15 years maybe. And then I kind of like took the turn towards mobility and whatnot when I had hurt my own back. And because I used to be one of those ridiculous CrossFitters who would, they got the belt and the wrist straps and the headband and the mouth guard and all this, like one of those like just pure savages. And I had no respect for my body. And one day my body just had no respect for me. So I'm out. Yeah, pretty much. It was like and what's funny is it hit me like, because it's the bullet that you don't see that kills you, right? Because I was sitting on the couch and then my back just shot and I was like, I can't get up, like I'm stuck here, and then I just kind of started revisiting kind of all of these techniques. And because the stuff that I'm teaching online is, I mean, it's not stuff you would have learned in school. I mean, the anatomy and the physiology is all, accurate and scientifically backed, but it's not. I mean, it's very, advanced in terms of like what people are doing to themselves and whatnot. Like, I mean, it's like, like for instance, I'll give you another example. Recently, I'm not up to speed on this yet, but they said that icing's not good for you anymore. Really? They say icing when you're injured, they say it slows the healing process now.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, but just to give you an idea, like that's brand new. Like apparently the guy that came out with that in the 70s was like, I was so wrong, and now he wrote a book so high.
It was the 70s, man. It's
but what I'm saying, but in terms of the content, like it's just there's just so many different schools of thought. I mean, like look at nutrition, for instance. You have TikToks for meat eaters, you have TikToks for vegans, you have TikToks for, and it's just everyone has their own opinion and whatnot. But for the most part, the cool thing about my domain is that you see the results in 2 minutes or less.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I can tell you that that one move that I was doing, like I was talking about, just to help kind of strengthen my core and stuff, that after about 3 of them, I was like, okay, yeah. Either I'm really out of shape or this is really working me out. And it's a little bit of both.
I can't get over the ice thing being wrong. Like, is it now like rub some dirt on it? Like, is that the preferred method?
I don't think we went back to the gladiator era yet.
That's the Southern mom cure. Come here, boy. Yeah. Put a little spit and mud on you, and you'll be fine. But my arm's broken. It'll be fine. Just let it sit for a while. You'll be all right. Yeah.
Right, but what's funny is they say this about the ice, and yet guess what's trending? All these people taking these cold baths.
I was going to say the cold plunge. The
cold plunge. Dude. It's super popular. Like and that's it's the wind blows every direction.
Yeah. Right.
So it's kind of I think you have to kind of stick to what your school of thought is, and just kind of be persistent and kind of and at the end of the day, you just show people the results. Because you can't question the results. Like when the results come, it's like you're not going to deny that, So
no, if it works for you, then there's all these studies that could say that it shouldn't work, but then if it does work for you, again, if you're not damning yourself down the road, right? But yeah, all of these athletic facilities, I mean, all of the major sports teams have these ice bath areas where a lot of these guys go after games and after practices and stuff. And so that's like literally just blew my mind saying that icing's no good anymore because. Oh,
for sure. Trust me. It blew my mind too. Like I'm like, I've been doing this for, 20 years and I'm like, this is all brand new. And that's the thing is that, like, I'll give you another example. There's a new influencer. You've probably heard of him. His name's Knees Over Toes guy, Ben Patrick.
Okay.
And he was on Joe Rogan and he talks so much about having your knees go over your toes. What's funny is when you're in my field, like this is a totally normal practice, like your knees should go over your toes. But when that became mainstream, like the amount of criticism and backlash for like,
yeah.
he had to, yeah. So it's a very cutthroat industry with respect to, it's a bit savage out there, and the internet is not, they don't hold back.
Well,
oh no,
oh
no.
Yeah. I mean, but you subscribe to a theory that has been working, quote unquote, working for years and years and years. And then finally something comes out that you shouldn't have been doing it this way. Yeah, no, that's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. There's going to be blowback. And unfortunately, the section that we live in now, the age that we live in now, there will be an abundance of information supporting both sides.
Right.
And it's so hard, and it's so hard to filter that out.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that was going to be one of my questions, actually, is because there are so many trains of thought and stuff on how to get fit and how to. My wife is she's got a degree in nutrition and stuff like that. So because we've been varying our diets and stuff like that, she's actually helped me lose a lot of weight, and I'll get to feeling a lot better. I've cut a lot of sugar out, things like that. But it's just amazing how there's so many diets, and there's so many different ways of eating, there's so many different ways of working out. And I kind of like your theory. One, I like what you do because you don't need a lot of weights or anything like that. In fact, I don't even think you use weights, do you?
Well, yeah, what you see on the channel is kind of my arsenal of secret weapons to kind of deliver the results in 2 minutes or less, kind of. But one of the things that people don't see, and this is kind of where the boring side of it comes, is that you only get to keep the results that you get through actually training them. Right. So people love the glorified results in 2 minutes or less, like in 30 seconds, I can get you to touch your toes.
Yeah.
And you haven't touched your toes in 30 years. And I have that party trick where I can get you to touch your toes, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, conviction, because now you have like this tangible thing where you're like, man, this guy did something immediately, even though it's like a magic trick. It's like a party trick. But, but it's like, people put a lot of stock in things like that. And at the end of the day, like when it comes to nutrition, the fundamentals are the same. It's just people are just repackaging the same concept and just selling it as a different, it's like they're not reinventing the wheel, like they're just repackaging, the same kind of fundamentals of physiology and selling it and trying to build an audience around it.
Right. And see, because a big argument could be a lot of the stuff you're doing is basic, kind of almost isometric, isn't it?
Well, so basically the type of material that I'm doing is, I'm a huge fan of resistance band stretching because, hang on, let me back up a bit. One of the reasons why this all took place was because when I first started doing CrossFit or functional training, I couldn't even move. I was like practically crippled. Like I saw these people like doing like handstands and all this stuff, and I was like, I can't do any of this stuff. And all of a sudden, like I wanted to lift heavier and heavier because I was playing, lacrosse and hockey and pretty standard Canadian sports. And basically, what happened was that I have curled, actually. I have curled, yes.
It takes some skill, yes. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I have curled. It is kind of a rite of passage. Most Canadians have tried it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, but the point was that all of a sudden I realized like man, I like there's no movement, there's none of this, and I realized like, man, my whole athletic career I've been done wrong because no coaches taught me how to stretch. No one, they would always throw it at the end of your practice. They would do that, and I said, well, let's figure out a way to do it, and then maybe I could be that cool guy who teaches people how to do it a way that's not lame and thought of as an after thing, because like I mean I don't know if you guys do you play sports when you were kids?
Oh,
did you play?
Yeah.
And like the end of practice, they just say go stretch.
So football. Right. No, football, wrestling, baseball, track and field. Football was more regimented in terms of stretching. We had the pre-stretch where we had to have the team as a captain. I had to have the team stretch
here we go.
prior to practice starting, and then we had cool down in stretch and then weight room if we wanted it. Track and field was a little less rigid depending on your event, and obviously you had your stuff that you needed to do there.
Oh.
Just like every training philosophies on stretching, when you should do it, how much you should do, and but the most strenuous stretching program I had was wrestling.
Yes,
for sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was about to say, when I was in wrestling, my coach was actually a former Korean Olympian wrestler, and he resisted.
Oh, Mark Soursby.
Mark, how you doing? But he actually forbid us to go into the weight room. We did mostly everything through learning tensile strength, and I will tell you, I think it actually made me a better wrestler. Because I was able to, I could be bent into any situation and then stretch my way out of it, really. And it kind of pissed, because, especially in wrestling, you get these guys that just come out and they look like they're about to snap you in half, and they've only got one thing, and it's just pure strength. They have no agility, no, flexibility. And you come in and you've got not only strength, but you've got, the ability to bend and move and twist around, and you've got strength through every position and solidly through it, like your kinesiology and stuff, dude. And that's the one thing I loved about it. I fully related to it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, 100%. I actually had I did wrestling as well. I did Olympic freestyle. You guys do collegiate style, right? It's a different point system, no?
That's correct.
Yeah. But yes, sports like that, they do have a better protocol when it comes to athletic preparation, because they recognize that there's a lot more limitation on the body if you don't prepare it properly.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's less. Anyways, so at the end of the day, it was more like I found I had a lot of success with this. I found it extremely beneficial to myself. It fixed my own problems. And then all of a sudden I started administering it to clients. And then all of a sudden I just started building a physical audience in person. And then sure enough, I translate this into video format, and I garnered an online audience now. So.
Yeah, dude. And I mean,
incredible.
you've garnered quite an audience, 100,000, dude. I mean, that's amazing. And now that all accumulated over how many years? Just a couple years?
Oh man, I'm stoked about that. Like 30 minutes ago, bro.
Yeah, dude. That is a huge achievement. And
it was this is funny because it, like I said, it took about 2 years and like 8 months to get like 20,000, and then in the last 2 weeks, boom.
Wow. That is just amazing how it jumps so quick. But dude, I mean, you've got it, dude. And I mean, you've got a great attitude. You explain things well. Like I said, dude, I got very drawn when I was first seeing it. I'm like, wow, this actually makes a lot of sense. As to where some people, you're just like, what are you doing? And again, you do the right camera angles. You make it very easy to understand what needs to be done and how to do it. And you do a great job presenting it. Hey, Dave, what's up, buddy? So I really, I totally get that it's blowing up, and it's probably just going to keep getting bigger, dude. I mean, I know on Instagram and everything, you've been jumping up big time. Every time I see you, you've got more followers and more people just joining in. So, dude, I mean, it's awesome, and you deserve every bit of it, dude.
I appreciate that tremendously.
It's a great thing, and I just love the fact that you're helping people. You're helping people, and because a lot of us, for me, I work odd hours, so I can't always get to a gym. I'm either in this booth, or I'm at work, or I'm, being with my family, and it's hard. It's really hard. So when you get things like this that help you out, And I'm not saying, hey, if you need it, don't not go to a gym. Go to a gym, get what you need going, and then use this in between or whatever. But it's a great way to keep in shape and to stay fit and get strong. So I really dig it.
The crazy thing is that TikTok and Instagram, over 65% of my audience is older than 44.
Yeah, to be me.
Yeah,
it's the stretching community, I guess. This is
But to your point earlier, not worrying about it until things start to fall apart, right?
Right.
That's when technically things start to fall apart. And
that's a true point. Yeah.
And you need to realize that no, at this point I need to maintain before I wake up and can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
So
or in Andy's case, walking to the ice cream shop and getting a cramp and
1.2 miles. I'm telling you.
So you mentioned what sports you did. What sports do you do now?
I actually still skateboard. I play tennis, golf, and that's about it.
How's that with your hip, the golf?
I tried to play in a church tournament not too long ago. I was still way off. I probably pushed a little harder than I should have. Just trying to swing, and because I used to play 3 times a week, quite a ways back, and no, that didn't work too well. I keep telling the physical therapist, because there's a little spot that I can see where I can skate. I said, I'm going to be out there as soon as I'm done with this, and I'm going to be over there skating that little hip, and you guys will see me over there, because that's one of my passions is skateboarding. I love it. So,
and you, Andy?
So I played ultimate frisbee in college, which was a lot of fun. Right? Hey, now,
what did he say?
National champs, dude.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear what he said.
He called me a hippie for playing ultimate frisbee. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so that.
Hold on, let me get some Grateful Dead in the background.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Oh wait, I don't own any Grateful Dead because they suck. So there we go. Sorry.
So I played that with a local club here for a while, but then I just decided to become the scourge of the adult softball world. So adult softball, I coach my kid in soccer, which I had to pick up. Yeah. And at first I was trying to get the kids to do the stuff on their own, but then realized I needed to jump in and actually do it. And so soccer practices for me were actually became pretty intense because I needed to run around and show these kids like what to do. And after that first practice that I did that, I woke up the next morning and could not move. So what was the thought process that went through your head where you're like, I really have to do something right now? It was, well, at first it was, am I teaching these kids the right thing? And then I realized that it was, and then I just wanted to make sure that I didn't look like a complete fool while I was doing it. And so I would practice before practice in the backyard what I wanted to do that day. So I wasn't doing it for the first time there. And so I think the first practice was not good. It was ugly. It was ugly. And that prompted me to actually do prep work for the next time around.
And Dave is roasting the hell out of you right now.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
He saves that for the show. Yes, he does.
I know. And I know. And Dave missed the wrestling portion of our chat, so I'm a little bummed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's so I coach a group of young hockey players that are semi-pro. So right before the NHL, it's called the Q, and once in a while the parents, they stay on the sidelines, and then sometimes they chirp and they'll make comments, and then Obviously, they instigate, and then the kid will say, "Well, you come do it," and so you'll see this parent go full pin, beat red in the face, literally giving it everything that they have, just so that way they can prove a point.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah. Then they don't come back for like weeks.
And Scott's sitting over there on the side with the EAD, just ready to go.
Oh
like,
my God.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
I had one dad like that tried to call me on my stuff early. I put him in his place pretty quickly, and then he became my best friend after that. So I think he wanted to see what he could get away with me initially, but then I put him on a little pedestal, and he didn't appreciate it. And then Okay, I want you to watch after the show, Christian. I want you to Google Ultimate Frisbee and see what kind of running goes into an Ultimate Frisbee match. Because dude, honestly, that was some of the hardest practice I've ever put in, and those games were marathons.
Didn't you say you wrestled?
I did wrestle. I wrestled in junior high and high school.
Yeah.
And you're putting it in the same category as wrestling?
No, dude. In terms of an endurance, yeah, absolutely. No,
there is a lot of running. It's like soccer.
It's frisbee football it's more frisbee soccer than anything.
Listen, I know it. I've seen it many times. Like I have nothing against it. I was curious the level of compared to wrestling that because you said it was the most. So
no, absolutely. And we were serious. We were national contenders. UCSB Santa Barbara were in contention for the national championship every year that I was there. So we practiced 5 days a week, 3 hours a day.
Dude, the Gauchos had an Ultimate Frisbee team.
One of the best in the country. I'm sorry, was my mic muted? One of the best in the country. Oh, wait, you're not hearing me. Yes, one of the best in the country.
I'm just too busy writing all the jokes right now, so I'm just going to. No, but no.
Do you want to hear about? Do you want to hear about the 3 times we went to nationals?
No, I don't.
In Australia?
What? Did you seriously go to Australia?
Yeah, nationals were in Perth my sophomore year.
You've been to Australia?
I couldn't go because I was a cheapskate.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I was on a budget,
Andy. But no, I trust me. I had a daughter who was on an Ultimate Frisbee team. I get it. It's a lot. I get it, but it's just so hippie for me. And actually seeing a lot of the people that played Ultimate Frisbee, probably not like you, where you were actually professional.
Oh no! Trust me, my team was full of them.
Okay,
my team was absolutely full of them.
Was there a strong smell of patchouli and bong water?
Oh yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
So yeah. All right.
Yeah. Hey Dave,
right,
I know I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. Hey, I do the same. Proven. So please bust my chops, Dave.
There we go. Ultimate Wrestling, Ultimate Frisbee. It's right there. So anyway, Scott. So curling.
Yeah. That is a good way for old people to slip on the ice. That's it. That's what
yelling
that is.
at the hockey coach. Hey, let me show you something there, buddy.
Believe it or not, a lot of young people too. Actually,
yeah.
There's a fine dance you have to do when you curl. You know.
So now, are you wearing the spiky shoes when you're out there? Or are you on skates when you're coaching?
Oh, I have no involvement at all with curling. I only did it as kind of a
hockey.
Oh, no. It's all related to what I do kind of online. Believe it or not, like once I specialized, people pretty much just want me for what I do publicly. Like
really?
Yeah, like, and what's funny is as much as people call me a trainer or whatnot, I'm really a stretching coach, like kind of a performance coach with respect to range of motion and power output. So it's
okay. I thought you were actually helping coach the hockey team and stuff like that.
No, I don't. No, that's at their level. It's a very specialized. Like they have nutritionists and coaches and stretching guys, and then they have therapists and. It's a bit of it's like a multi-job thing that to help these athletes, and then the younger they get, there's less staff related to. Right. One guy does more tasks. So, but yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool to help those athletes. But to be honest, believe it or not, of all the people that I work with, I actually like working with older people the most, anywhere from like 45 and up, because I just enjoy the dynamic conversation. I enjoy the vibe. When they're so young, it's harder to, they're
like,
the same.
Dude, I just gotta go out there and play, man. I gotta be the best. Are they all like that? I mean, just super.
Yeah, or they're talking about TikTok trends that I have no idea what's going on, and I mean, I'm not that old, but it's like I started, like I'm 35, and it's just a little too old to hang out with someone under 22, 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're like, you don't really have the same problems I have. We can't really relate to any of this. So.
Well, the age gap between me and Andy is not super huge, but I will tell you this much: is like Andy starts talking about something because he's so into all these a lot of pop culture things, and I'm like, wait, what? You don't have iPods anymore? What the hell happened? I just got rid of my cassette player. What are you doing? So, yeah, I totally get it. And if you're into talking with older people, well, welcome to the show, because here we are.
It's a great comment from Dave Ebert here. Can your techniques help a 78-year-old man safely get off a bike in front of the media?
I'm not. I don't think you can save that. That was abominable. That was like witnessing a car crash. You can't turn your face away. You're just like,
oh yeah, that was bad.
Well, we were speaking of the 70s earlier, and back in the 70s we had Gerald Ford. So once again, the only man I know who can trip upstairs. Well, next to our current president. So yeah. So, but yeah, proud moments for all of us. America. Drink some natural light and whatnot, and, Marlboro. Hey, all right, listen, real quick, Scott, we got to do a little homage to our sponsor, that
absolutely,
which is delicious PJ's Coffee. Every time I say PJ's Coffee, we have to drink. So if you've got a beer or two, help yourself. We'll just call it PJ's Coffee. Just saying.
Right.
But yeah, so we're good. Yeah. What are you drinking?
Guys, this is just water in a dirty cup.
Oh, sweet. So not too different from delicious PJ's Coffee. No, it's way different than delicious PJ's Coffee. Please don't fire us. We need all the help we can get. Seriously, if anybody's watched the show, they would know that. So yeah, we're going to do a quick commercial break and hear from our sponsor, PJ's Coffee. And then we'll be right back with Scott Bailey, TWS training, TikTok star, Instagram star, loving it. And we'll be right back as soon as I can find the button to hit for the... Oh, there's too many PJ's Coffees.
Wow.
Andy, I'm lost. What? There it is. Found it.
Video.
Random Christian Show is now sponsored by PJ's Coffee of New Orleans, specializing in small batch roasted coffees and teas and delicious beignets and baked goodies. Now, obviously, the coffees are mind-blowingly amazing, okay? My personal favorite is the Roast 35 in Papua New Guinea because I like the dark roast, but hey, they have a great variety from light to dark and even in decaf. Maybe you want some tea or some chocolate? Well, they've got that in hot or cold as well, and even blended drinks to help beat this summer heat. PJ's offers pour-overs or hot or cold drips, and nothing says PJ's of New Orleans like a beignet. Yeah, that's right. These delicious little morsels from heaven complement any of these beverages or just a munch on alone. PJ's has scones, muffins, bagels, croissants, and sandwiches. Yeah, that's right. My favorite is the Cuban. Muy delicioso. At PJ's of New Orleans, the coffee starts with the selection, and they are finicky, all right? But it shows in the quality and the deliciousness of this coffee, okay? Then they small batch roast it. That's right. They give it the love it deserves for each unique flavor by roast master Felton Jones. PJ's of New Orleans is a small franchise, but they are growing, and they take great pride in their product by doing just that, keeping it small and keeping it under control. Now, there are locations growing throughout the U.S., in Louisiana, of course, Mississippi, Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, now in New Jersey and Maryland, and out west, they've got Colorado, California, and of course, right here in Missouri and Kansas City, up in Platte City, Missouri. Maybe there's no PJ's Coffee near you. Well, what do? You get on the interweb and you go to pjscoffee.com, and they're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. You can order the coffees you need right from their website at pjscoffee.com, or you can find a location that's near you and go there and get it yourself along with some delicious food. All right, pjscoffee.com. Check them out, PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. If you mention the Random Christian Show, you're going to get a 15% discount, especially here in Platte City, Missouri. All right, PJ's Coffee of New Orleans. Go to the interweb, pjscoffee.com, order you some coffee or find a location near you. Get your order online and have it ready for you when you get there, or use the drive-thru. All right, PJ's Coffee of New Orleans at pjscoffee.com. Small batch roasted coffee because they care. Yeah, there it is. The end of the commercial. Thank you, PJ's Coffee, for sponsoring us. We're back with Scott Bailey, TWS training, and let's get our chat re-enabled here. And thank you to those of you who have been watching the show and joining in with us. We do appreciate you. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe, pass the word around for the Random Christian Show and TWS training with Scott Bailey. Scott, so what's your next big thing that you're going to be working on here? Because I know you don't just are going to be doing just the little video clips anymore. Are you making a video like DVD, whatever?
Oh yeah, I remember you said that, DVDs. So what's no, actually, so what's happening is that I've currently created like 2 online courses, kind of, where I'm doing some stuff where you can actually, because one of the things with Instagram, TikTok is like, I don't even know what video I posted yesterday. And so, so basically it would be very hard for someone who actually has a legitimate problem to like follow and be like, okay, should I do this one there?
Sure.
So I do kind of offer an opportunity for you guys to follow it in a structured format protocol thing. So I offer kind of one that's more of a high performance thing, and then I offer one for low back pain. But to be honest, what I'm actually doing is I'm in the process of manufacturing all my own goods. So you can buy your own resistance bands, you can buy your own TWS products, and so all of the tools that you see on my show, basically you'll be able to pick up and have access to and follow along. Basically you'll have your own kit and then do everything. So
okay, so cool. Now will you have like a guide, like maybe like a like to your website where you'll have different videos that they can go to and get on your website? And
actually what's cool is
a guide or something like that.
I actually I developed an app, And you can
Oh.
actually follow along with an app, and if you can download the app, and then you can access all of the content, and you can follow along with kind of, I have free plans, paid plans, different things with depending on what you need, right? Like it really depends on what you need, and that's kind of the do it yourself model, where you know, if you don't really want to engage with me and whatnot, and then obviously I have a more premium service, which basically gives people a portal to me, right? Because a lot of people want to ask questions like to the source. So so a bunch of different ideas, but I'm definitely really excited about the products, because I have been stockpiling all of these videos for what do you call it, for the new stuff that I'm coming, and you're going to see a lot of really, really cool stuff that's coming out. So
that's awesome. Nice. Okay, so and just so everybody knows, I've got the Instagram, the TikTok, and the email scrolling down here at the bottom. Email's info@twstraining.com. You can go to Instagram, which is @twstraining.com, or TikTok is just TWS Training, right?
Yeah, TWS Training, or that's pretty much it. I mean, I try to keep the handle as consistent across the board as possible.
Right. You know, no, and yeah, which was nice, because when I was kind of doing, I'm not allowed to do much research on my guests, but I did just do a little quick scan. Like I said, I've been kind of watching your videos, so it was hard not to. But then I just, did a couple quick Google things, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, it's all right here. So it was easy to follow and connect.
But you're a believer in the content. You've been using all of the techniques, man. That's cool.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. I tried to just stick with the things I was doing, because again, my physical therapist was like, yeah, you hurt because you were doing it a little bit too much there, bucko. So I was, I'm one of those guys, I'm like, no pain, no gain, and it's not absolutely true. But I mean, when I wake up out of bed every day and I'm in pain, it's my life. But I'm old and frail and falling apart. So, but I got a new hip, so that'll be the one thing that survives. Hello, Patsy Ann. Welcome to the show, Miss Patsy Ann, former guest and lovely lady that we love to have on. Now, okay, so we go to the website, and again, for everybody that's listening after the fact, if you're not watching the show live with us, the website is info@twstraining.com, and you can go there and get signed up for instructionals and all that.
That's the email.
What did I say?
You said website.
Website,
Website's just twstraining.com, and that basically gives you a portal to access the app and check that app out. And actually, if you enter your email there, it will basically send you free content that you can follow along inside the app. And you I basically run through a three body part section. Like I do squat mechanics, hip hinge, and shoulders. And I basically run through kind of, some real bangers with respect to what works and whatnot. And it's kind of, just a structured way of consuming the content.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Why not charge more for some of this? Why not hold some of this content back? And why not say, you know what, if you want more, hit me up and I'll, throw your Visa card or whatever in there and hit me up on PayPal and we'll charge you, X amount of dollars to do this. Why not do that? Because I think it's great what you're doing. So
well, I kind of believe in the Gary V approach, where you give everything away for free. Give everything away for free. Deliver as much value as possible. Try to, and then at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, you don't feel bad about giving stuff for free. Like you never feel bad about it. But where the compensation comes from is when people start to ask things from you that actually take up things from your life. And at the moment, what I'm noticing the most is that my time is becoming more valuable. And so if people want access to my time, then that's where the premium ticket starts to come into play. And basically when I start seen people online. And that's one of the reasons why I did like an app and I did all this stuff, is because it gives people a chance to not depend on me. And one of the goals of the way I program is that you learn so much that you don't need me in the future.
Yeah.
And
that's beautiful. I mean, seriously, dude, I think that's one of the greatest things ever. And that was another reason, like I said, you give so much information away on these videos. And I think it's just fantastic. You know, you're out there just helping people. And again, that's kind of the basis of what this show has become. I try to highlight people that make everybody's life a little bit better and helps everybody out. Whether you make money at it or not, you're still helping people. And if they want something more in depth, they hit you up and go, hey, you know what? Yeah, here's my money. Let's do it. You know, I just think it's fantastic the way you are helping all these people without, you know, you're not plugging your website. You're not doing anything like that. You're just saying, here, this is how you do this. This is the correct way to do it. And this is going to help. And that's the way it should be for a lot of us. And I mean, hey, we all got to make a living somehow. And again, Gary V, I think I know who you're talking about. He's on TikTok and stuff like that. He does a lot of speaking.
Like one of those entrepreneurial hustlers out there, you know what I mean? One of those talking entrepreneur hustles, you know, like but yeah, no, I definitely, and don't get me wrong, like where I find it rewarding is for sure I'm getting the dopamine rush of opening it and seeing followers pour in and comments, and and that makes me very, very satisfied. And I think that where I'm going to start to see kind of the return on my investment is by providing people with the tools to follow along. Right. Because at the end of the day, that is where I'm going to make the most of my capital, because it is going to cost me money to make them. And then I have to, that's where it's going to start to get a bit more interesting for me. And I mean, I think it'll be very cool to have some products to go with the show.
Yeah.
And
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, so I'm totally down with it. And that was an excellent answer to a very open question, and you nailed it, dude. So your next big thing is getting those products out. So people can go to your website, twstraining.com, right? Mm-hmm. And find all these products there. Is that correct? Or is there another website that you need to go to?
So at the moment we haven't unveiled the brand new commerce, like the Shopify store. So that's still so right now twstraining.com is basically a portal for you to be able to access my app and put your email in so you can get the free content delivered to you. And then then you just basically get on my mailing list, and then when these products become available, then I'm going to be tying the products into the videos.
Right.
Because beautiful. You would be surprised. Like I'll give you an example. I did a funny video the other day. Well, it wasn't funny. I mean, it was serious, but
unlike this show, which
right. But if you've noticed a trend kind of on what I've been doing on Instagram, at 8-second videos for some reason have done very, very well, and I'm dropping big glorified claims. I mean, the claims are legit, but like. I'm trying and the hooks are there. And so all of a sudden, like I get comments just bang, bang, bang. Like, where do I get that thing? Where do I get this? Where do I get that? And so that's where I feel like it's going to be more of an interesting endeavor. And I feel bad that I can't provide an avenue for people to get that yet. So,
well, yeah, but it's coming. So everybody who is watching these, or go to Instagram at TWS Training or TikTok at TWS Training. Or just the website, twstraining.com. Boom. And get hooked up with Mr. Scott Bailey here. And all right, Scott. So listen, we're getting kind of short on time, and I don't want to hold you up too long. Especially, I don't want your camera battery running out, because we used to have a guy on the show where that would happen. All of a sudden, his screen just goes, and all we hear is, "Oh yeah, my battery just died." Like, all right, Matt, way to go. But so listen, we've got a little game that we like to play called
Random questions of insanity.
Oh, it's a big scary voice. Actually, I was just really high after playing Ultimate Frisbee one day and recorded that. So,
He won't let it go, eh? He won't let it go. He just keeps it going. You just
trust me, I'm gonna get texts about this all week long. Trust me. This is now a bit that will refuse to die on the show. I guarantee it.
Almost like a Carl Gottlieb moment. But
hey-o. I didn't say it.
No,
you said it.
You didn't, and I can't find my rim shot on the soundboard. So, but we do have this.
We should get it.
Yeah, that's Carl Gottlieb in a nutshell. Anyway, Carl Gottlieb was probably one of the worst interviews I've ever done in my life. It was horrific and scary, and nothing we said mattered. And he's just a grumpy old man. So
yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we've got this little game we like to say. There is no wrong answer. So
hang on. That was a hanger. Like, I need to know more about what happened. Why was it so bad?
So Carl Gottlieb wrote Jaws. Okay, the movie Jaws.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And he's an older guy. This is a relatively new sort of platform, right? For interviews and stuff like that. He doesn't like this. Like, he doesn't like this sort of format of stuff.
No,
and
not
so
at all.
we were represented by an individual that had an in for Carl Gottlieb. We were all fans of that movie, and we were just like, oh my God, we need to get him on the show. Yeah. Like, whose soul do we need to sell to get this, to make this to happen, right? And so promoted the heck out of the show, did tons and tons of research, got questions from fans to come in. And
I had a list.
You had a list. Anyway, imagine talking to a brick wall for 90 minutes. And
seriously, dude, it was just painstaking. And
he answered the first few questions, and it wasn't going necessarily that bad.
Yeah.
But then after a while, he got tired of the questions that we were asking. And so would question our questions with questions, which froze us up. And it was
we all, and this was actually when we had another my buddy Matt that was on the show with us, and all three of us, like, we were looking at each other in the camera going, what do we do?
Yeah,
we're dying right now.
I was never so happy to hit end stream on a video that we've done ever.
The most awkward conversation ever.
It was so painful.
But it's worked into a great joke at the end, and awkward moments on the show when we have the crickets and sound and whatnot. So it's a lot of fun. So that's why we reference Carl Gottlieb.
Answering questions with questions is always a pretty entertaining way to go.
Is it? Is it really? Okay. No, now we're gonna get into a whose line is it bit, and
yeah. But no, two therapists have benefited definitely a lot from that one interview. So
I still wake up going, are we still on the air?
Right.
Yeah. So, which is the benefit of live stream, because there's no editing. So whatever you throw out there, it's out there.
Yeah.
And I haven't deleted the video. I haven't deleted it because every now and then I just need to go back and go, oh, wow, that sucks so bad.
I mean, we learn the most coming, to keep the sports analogies rolling. We learn the most from losses.
Yes.
And that was a huge L that we learned a lot from.
What was the lesson?
We did not get the win from. No.
No. So the lesson there was not to necessarily put our guests up on pedestals so high that we feel like we're not worthy enough to talk to them. They're taking time out of their day to spend with us, but at the same time, we're taking time out of our day to spend with them. It's a level playing field, first and foremost. Second, let the guest,
I didn't even think there was more than 2 points, but
Oh, dude, no. Try to drive the interview as best you can, but let the guests talk. And if they have trouble talking, do your best to get them to a space where they are talking.
Right.
And find that one topic that they really want to dig into and talk about. If it's not what they're on the show for, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know,
be a walrus.
Right.
Your second point is extremely valid, and it's extremely valid in especially my field, where people forget that I'm spending my time with them like they're spending their time with me. So there has to be a vibe. If there's no vibe, I don't want their money. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it. No, like because it's because then it's work for me.
Right.
You know, it's like, yeah. So it's I second that big time. Yeah.
And that's the whole point of the show. Like I said, I find people that I see are helping and benefiting others, you know, and I want to expose that out in the world. Our world is so full of suck that we've got to put people like you out there so people see, hey, you know what? There are people just doing good things. And I mean, yes, you know, you have your thing where you're going to be selling products and you will be making some money off this. But the thing is, your first point is, I want to do this to help you. Okay. I want to help you get feeling better. I want to help you, you know, you just had, hip surgery. I want to help you get some strength back in your hips and legs and your core, you know? So it's things like that. The TikTok chiropractor. We've had comedians on, we've had actors on, we've had, you know, it doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're out there helping other people and trying to make things better for everyone. I want that exposed and to bring you in and to talk to you about it. Like I told you at the beginning, there's no list of questions to the show. Everybody always goes, okay, so shoot me your list of questions. No, I don't have any. Well, then what are we going to talk about? This. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk. We're going to be real, and that's the trigger of the show. This is the appeal of the show. Is we're real and we're having a real conversation. And with the chat, you know, when people join in, this is what makes it even more real, and it makes it natural for everyone, so everybody can be a part of it. And
do you find that turns off some guests because they feel like they're not able to engage with you on a level that, like, you feel that it might intimidate some people when they reach out, like when they start engaging and stuff like that?
I think they're at first, but you know, and there's a lot of people go, oh, I'm only good for a half hour. Okay, cool. And then after we get rolling, you know, I go, okay, well, listen, looks like we're coming up in the end of your time. Oh, I'm good for a little while. It's okay. You know,
right.
And we've had that happen, especially in the beginning, quite a few times. I can't remember exactly, but it was, you know, about a year or so ago when we really changed the format to this style. And we had some people, listen, I'm only good. I got 45 minutes. That's the max. And we ended up going 3 hours, you know, things like
we've only had one person use the safe word.
It wasn't Carl Gottlieb, by the way.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Which would have been great if he would have said pineapple.
All right.
Pineapple now, you stupid bastards. I'm going to have a pineapple smoothie and a pineapple upside down cake. Are you not getting the clue? I hate you all. I wish you would die soon. And we were close. We were very close to pulling that trigger. Literally.
Yeah.
And you think I'm joking. That's really that's the sad part. It was just oh.
Yeah, and then Dave up here. This is the longest random question of insanity answer ever.
It is. It truly is. And it's not even a regular random question of insanity.
But you haven't even fired off the question yet.
That's the thing. No, that's the thing. This is
I read that and I was like, did I miss the question?
No. Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, that's actually,
it hasn't even begun yet.
Well, no, technically, the random question of insanity was what was wrong with the Carl Gottlieb interview. That was the random question of insanity.
Oh, and so random, he flipped it around on us.
Exactly.
Well played. Well upgrade. Yes.
See, not just not just helping your physical core, but helping your mental core as well, right?
Well, you had built so much suspense around why it was a true failure in all senses, and you're just like, I'm like, well, come on, like you can't let me hang with that. Like, I need to know what the lesson was.
Yes. There it is. All right. So now back to random questions of insanity. Are you ready to play? Sure, why not?
Yeah. He's got a game. He's got the game face on.
I was gonna say he's focused now.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. You think number one?
I'm gonna guess that he will have one. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. All right. So we have two standard questions we usually ask. Some people, if they're younger, not so much, but I think you're going to be a good player on this one. What is the best James Bond film?
GoldenEye, 100%.
Boom. Oh, even goes back to GoldenEye. Well done. Well done. All right.
Yep. It was the best Nintendo game too.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
It really
oh my
was.
God.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah. That's where's the applause button?
Are you a gamer?
Oh no.
Not really. But I did on Amazon Prime Day. I just bought a Xbox for fun. And
nice.
Yeah, I mean, I play a bit. The only thing I really play though is Doom.
Oh sure. Okay. No, absolutely. Yep.
1980s game.
It's like, well, no, the new one is a bit more chaotic. And what's funny though is that on this subject is that it's crazy how it gets a visceral, like you're sweating and you're into it, you know.
Yeah.
Like these games they pull you in.
Yeah.
This current administration. Damn, Dave's dropping them today, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a serious. There you go.
Oh no, Dave was rocking us last week with these. So,
and hang on, Andy, are you? Let me guess, you're like a Call of Duty guy. You got the headset and.
No, I like first person shooters aren't really my thing. There are only a few that I'll really play, but I like the long sort of strategy games like and puzzle like adventure games like God of War.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. So
nice.
Yeah. And over here, all I got is
right. Hey, Paperboy is still a classic, Dave.
Paperboy's
still a classic, man.
That and Tapper. I loved Tapper. Of course, I was tapped. So
you were tapped.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Heyo. All right. Number 2. What is your favorite sandwich and what all is on it? From your favorite bread or however you make a sandwich. We want Scott Bailey's favorite sandwich.
Oh,
here we go. Yeah. There's going to be some thinking on this one.
My favorite sandwich. That's a tough question because I have many sandwiches for many moods.
Okay, so let's paint the picture. Let's paint the picture. All right. Home Alone, right? Got nothing better. You got a free 2 hours, right? You have access to any ingredient you want. You have access to any store or shop you want, right?
Okay.
Or eatery for that matter. Where do you go?
Okay, so if I was to say my number one sandwich that I like the most, it would be called the Porchetta, and it's a restaurant in Montreal. It's called Bosa, and it is pure fire.
Okay.
Best sandwich I've ever had, probably. But then again, I could eat sandwiches. It depends. But listen, if I was to say off the top of my head, what the best sandwich you could get in Montreal is it would be that one, or the one that I would choose.
Okay, yeah, you got to tell us what's on this sandwich now.
Yeah, paint the picture. Paint the picture.
Oh my goodness! I almost want to share my screen and show you a picture of what it looks like. It's seriously like my words will not do justice to how magnificent this piece of art is. Let me see if I can Google it quickly here.
What's the meats and stuff that are on it?
Well, so it's like porchetta is like it's like a cut of
Right.
pork, and then there's some banana peppers, and then there's some aioli.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, aioli.
Oh,
wow.
There's another little Italian sauce, and I don't know what they do, but it's honestly, it's ridiculous. It's
tell
really
me
crazy.
there's cheese involved.
Yeah, I think there's some cheese in there. To be honest, I don't even really think about it. I just enjoy it. And
just eat it.
Yeah, I just go in there and go full pin. But you know what? At the same time, they have a bunch of sandwiches on their menu, and it's Montreal is a very food central place. Some good eating here.
Well, it's French Canadian, so you know they got to be up in their game all the time because you know the French and whatnot. So, but yeah, I get it. All right. Let's see. All right, Andy, hit us with another one here, buddy.
Okay, what is the strangest thing in your refrigerator at the moment?
Frisbee.
Oh, we lost the
Uh
audio.
oh.
Is the audio?
No,
gone?
yeah, his signal dropped.
Oh, his signal gone. All right. So, internet's gone. Let's see if it comes back here.
Pineapple.
I repeat, pineapple. We have a full pineapple situation here.
I'm actually going to type that into him.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we seem to have lost our internet connection with Scott. Yeah, you may have to. Yep, he's logging out and logging back in. So that's
I didn't realize. Oh wait, there. Oh, hold on. Oh, it was for a second. We see him.
And he's back.
Oh, did the camera die?
I don't know.
That's his phone.
Is it? Oh yeah, he's on his phone. Okay.
We don't have audio yet.
We don't have audio on you.
Can you hear us? Thumbs up.
And see, this is the beauty of live radio. So we have Scott Bailey with us from TWS Training, TikTok, and Instagram.
Can you guys?
Here we go.
There he is.
Audio is good. Can you hear us?
Just give me a second here. You guys keep talking, do your thing.
Hello.
Well, we were just pumping up. If you are going to check this out, or check out Scott and his
awesome. Here we go.
Kinesieology. Go to Instagram at twstraining.com, TikTok TWS Training. His website is just twstraining.com, and he's back though for more random questions of insanity. All right.
You were telling me the story about the guy whose camera died. Well, that's kind of what happened here.
What happened? Okay.
I don't know. I just I was under the impression that when you stream a camera, the computer provides
the power, right? Yeah.
One would assume, yeah.
Yeah. I guess not. So what's the strangest thing in your refrigerator right now?
If you say a frisbee soaked in bong water, I'm gonna... Oh no, wait, that's Andy's fridge.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's mine.
There you go again.
Yeah.
What would be the strangest?
Andy, you're talking to a guy who still skateboard at 56 years old, for God's sake. So
yeah,
trust me, there was a lot of bong hits involved in that. Trust me. No, there really. I'm not lying. There was a lot of bong hits involved in my skateboarding.
I don't think I have a very unique. I don't think there is a strange thing in my.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. I'm thinking
a dried up mustard packet, maybe.
Well, I mean, there's nothing exciting about that. There's.
All right. Okay.
We weren't looking for exciting. We're just odd.
That's acceptable. Christian.
Okay. What's better, ding dongs, ho hos, Twinkies, or fruit pies? Because you're a fitness guy, so I'm figuring probably none of the above.
No, I don't know what the name was, but do you remember the coconut wrapped snowballs that had stuffing?
Yeah, snowballs.
Yeah, snowballs. That would be my choice. Yeah.
Okay.
So none of the above. Got it.
Well,
shut up, Christian. That's a stupid question. Snowballs rule, you loser.
Well, I wasn't even sure if perhaps that was the name of them, but I figured you were mentioning all of like the hostess lineup
right
across the board.
Yep.
You know, so yeah. I think they even made a pink one. That was the best one. Actually.
Yeah,
the pink
that's
one
right.
was quite good. Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
that's true, and they still make them. But anyway,
yeah.
I love them. I love America. You don't find that stuff in Canada,
right? No, we gotta smuggle them across the border.
You know what blew my mind in America? They have Oreos that are like maximum stuffed.
Yeah, double stuff.
Oh yeah.
No. There's another layer. There's another one that's like, and I'm like, this is. I've waited my whole life for this.
So there's a custom cookie shop called Crumble. I'm not sure if you've heard of this.
Oh yes, I've heard of Crumble cookie. Yes.
So their cookie last week was a homemade Oreo, which is 2 large chocolate cookies with marshmallow cream in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
There is currently one in my kitchen.
Why? Why is it still there?
Yeah, why is it still there? It was
because we're trying to be good about it. We already finished off the other 3.
I was gonna say because we don't work out all the time like Scott does.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, stretching coach.
Right.
Oh, sorry, stretching coach. My bad.
Don't put that pressure on me.
It's a workout.
He'll get it 10 minutes after the interview ends.
Trust me,
he'll figure that out.
You do 3 of those yoga ball things, whatever you call them, and trust me, I was dying for an Oreo or 2. Okay, if you could ride a unicycle, how would it change your life, and would you feel superior to others?
I don't feel that it is a very transferable skill, and I don't think that it would impact my ego in any way, shape, or form.
Oh no, that is the best answer we have gotten from that in quite some time. So that was awesome. You're like, basically, why did you just say that was a stupid question? Move on. Okay. All right, Andy.
It's your night to order the pizza for the group. What are we ordering?
100%. Okay, this might seem like a very, very weird pizza, but do you guys have Boston pizza in the States?
We do, yes.
You know what a Boston pizza is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they have this thing called a pierogi pizza.
Okay.
It sounds weird. It sounds super weird, but it's like been on their menu for like 20 years. It's like one of their marquee franchise pizza. It's actually super legit. It's great.
Okay.
Dude.
It's
All
great.
right.
You know,
Nice.
and I have an Italian friend, and he thinks it's blasphemy that I say this, but
right.
You know, and he had it, and he was like, "Yeah, this is crazy good. It's crazy good.
This is wicked awesome," is what it was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh
Nice.
my! Oh,
okay.
Oh, I want a pierogi
pizza. Yeah.
Ooh, I want a pierogi pizza.
But if you want a more standardized answer, something that's a bit more normal.
Okay.
And I like ricotta cheese on pizza. I think it's awesome.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm down with that. Yeah, and some basil and Okay.
I feel bad. Like you're asking me a bunch of food questions, and people have this image of me online, and it's like,
see, if you follow his TikTok videos, you can afford to eat these amazing pizzas and sandwiches like Scott does. Or like me and eat a bunch of ding dongs and walk around. Oh yeah, so delicious donuts. Okay. And this is becoming more of a standard question. If you have a choice to save the world, who do you choose? Iron Man or Batman? And there's only one right answer.
Well, it would definitely be Iron Man.
Yes! Yes! Oh, where is it? Where's the ding, ding, ding? Oh, my God. There it is. There it is. Another one.
I mean, because he's got... Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. What's his name? Batman is a billionaire too, right? So,
yeah.
But I think Tony Stark would have the educational savviness to come up with some good solutions.
Okay.
She corrected it. She put on man.
And
I was
right,
like,
no,
okay, that you okay? We get it, Patsy. You
I-
got the hots for Batman or Iron Man. We get it.
No, no.
Based on
Patsy-
my answer, I feel that that was the wrong answer for you, Andy.
It was
like-
it was the wrong answer for me, but that's okay.
Okay.
Well, first, Patsy Ann would say Captain America any day of the week if that was an option. We know that for sure.
That's true. That's
Yeah, but no, I'm a massive DC guy. My guy is Superman and Batman, obviously. So no, I would have done the Christian reaction had you have said Batman. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think about Batman a little bit, I mean, if you think about the story of Batman, it's actually a little bit troubling. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's disturbing.
Like,
it is. It's
It's very troubling, and like you would think, like, does this guy have what it takes long term to save the planet, given the mental, burden that he carries on every day? You know, it's not like a Peter Parker situation, but it's more like pretty serious, therapy.
Right.
That is a valid point. I could see Batman getting to the point where he's just about to save the world and go, you know what? You're not worth it.
Right. Yeah.
Screw you all.
No, like I would love to see the redacted like therapy sessions from Bruce Wayne, like, being completely honest with his therapist. Like, that they've uncovered some crap. Right. So yeah, and this is not a person that you're banking on like being there to save the world at the time of its need, right? That's like no, not at all.
Almost like a Dexter situation,
absolutely. Right? Yeah.
Like, maybe it's not so good.
That is a great reference. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Well played, Mr. Bailey. Well played. All right. Okay. Andrew. Let's do
so
one
last
more.
last one on my bank here. If your food is bad at a restaurant, do you say anything?
I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
What if you paid a lot of money for your food?
I mean, I'm just too Canadian for that. I
Sure.
just would be like, I'd be like, I'm sorry, but it's yeah.
Well played.
I have a hard time drawing attention to myself in a negative way like that. Whereas, I don't know. I couldn't do it. Why? You could?
We got this answer last week from Dave. I think it was last week from Dave. It depends on how much I'm spending. Like if you're at a restaurant and something comes out not quite right, like if I don't order steak a whole lot, but if I order like a medium rare steak and it comes out well done, I'll probably say something because I'm spending between $30 and $40, right?
Yeah.
For it. So, but like if I'm going to a sort of a lower tier restaurant, like my expectations aren't like if I have anything that really like blows my socks off, then I'm over the moon. And if I get bad food, I'm not going to say anything because that's probably what the level of food is.
Whatever happens after that point, your food is going to be spit on. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not like you order something too spicy and then you're like sucking it up while you're dying, trying to eat it, and just so that way no one judges you. Meanwhile, you're beat red in the face.
Right. But no, 99 times out of 100, I will not say anything. But it's gotta be super bad for me to actually pull somebody aside and say, hey, this isn't, this wasn't up to par.
And you know what? Dave makes an excellent point right here. Scott, this should be on your shirts now. I'm too Canadian for that. I think that's a marketable shirt right there, or a hat. TWS training. I'm too Canadian for that. So
yeah, well, yeah.
No.
Nope.
No.
Well, maybe,
dude.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But see, now you're being too nice to be critical. So.
And I just figured out Dave's female comment. Fe is the periodic element for iron.
Oh my!
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh,
Dave.
Dave.
Brilliant.
You get that, Dave. Well done. Well played. A week later, Dave. But we didn't.
No, that was
Dave
good.
That week.
That was
That's
what we like to call a thinker. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good. All All right. So
Luck
here's
you.
my last question for you. All right. You have 30 seconds to tell the world something, Scott. What do you tell them? Remember, Batman's got the fate of the world in his hands.
I would say
Be more Canadian.
Well, like, you're talking wisdom, right? Like a wisdom.
Well,
thing?
just hey, you've got 30 seconds to tell the world something. Yeah, the world is going to listen to you for 30 seconds. What are you going to tell them?
It could be wisdom. It could be San Dimas High football's rules. Whatever you want.
I would say, mistakes love a rush decision.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
You now have 25 more seconds to say stuff.
And now everybody else is going, and
right.
And
no, but I mean, in terms of like tangible advice, I think that would be something that I acquired recently, and I realized that I could have learned a little bit earlier, and it would have paid off a little bit more. But hey, whatever happens. But yeah, that was a good piece of advice that I had, and I think that's what I would share.
Yeah. No. Well played. Well done.
Yeah.
And applause button for you. Applause button for you there, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Scott Bailey. Scott, dude, this has been awesome. You're just a great fun guy, dude. And we'd love to have you back sometime. Would you be interested in doing that, sir?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yes, that's what I love to hear. All right, TWS Training. The website is twstraining.com. On Instagram at TWS Training. TikTok is just TWS Training. Scott Bailey, ladies and gentlemen, kinesiologist, stretching coach, Royal Canadian. Great guy. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you.
It was Scott, so great to meet you, man.
Likewise.
Have a great day, dude, brother. Thank you so much. There he is, dude. That was awesome. Oh my gosh.
That was
he's just too nice. That's
I
think
I have a question for you. Is that our first international guest?
No, not I've had English. And we haven't had Arusha coming up. She is in India.
Yeah. Okay.
East
is that he's not our first?
But no, we had what's her name? Sue Spencer, who has true crime.
Oh, that's right.
podcast.
The true crime. That's right. I was not on the show at that point. I was bombing the Facebook chat.
Yes,
at that point.
That's right. Yeah, you were bombing the Facebook chat.
Yeah.
That is the best way to put that. But yeah. So no, he is our second international guest.
There we go.
But yeah, dude, that was so much
great
fun.
interview and such a cool guy. I love it.
Yeah. And again, like I said, it's fun to watch him do those tips and stuff, because again, he makes it simple and easy to understand on what to do. And Patsy Ann, quit with your hippie make love not war crap stuff.
She's calling everybody hippies today, Christian.
Well,
get off the hippie
she's
kick,
probably been playing Ultimate Frisbee for a while, so she's a little winded and tired and needs a bomb hit and a Twinkie. Or what was it? Dude, a pierogi pizza.
Yeah, pierogi pizza. But I found a picture of the porchetta sandwich from Bosa. So.
Is that what you were doing?
Oh man. You're gonna find me in Montreal soon, dude. I'm gonna be stuffing my face with that. So, oh man, I found the picture.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to share that with me. All right.
Yeah.
So
thanks for coming today, Dave. Man, it was great having you, Patsy. As always.
Thank you, Dave.
Loved
to
having
everybody
you in.
that's joined in here. So much. Thank you for joining the chat. Make sure to pass the word around. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Don't forget, we've got the hats for sale for Run to Stop It. All the profits go to Run to Stop It to help stop sex trafficking and help all sorts of people, fund all that stuff. All the profits go to that. Hit up the website, therandomchristianshow.com, or just email us at therandomchristianshow@gmail.com, and we will get you set up with a hat, and you'll wear it proudly and show it off to all your friends because they look snazzy and cool. Next week, Russ Tuttle. Where's my Russ Tuttle graphic? There he is.
It's in there.
Russ Tuttle right there on the show next week from Stop Trafficking Project, which this funds actually the run to stop it. So make sure you join us for that 4 o'clock Central next week, right here, same bat time, same bat channel. There's a little nod to you. Oh, there you go.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Andy, you got Rum and Regrets this week coming up.
Not this week, next week. So,
Next week,
yeah. We just dropped an episode last Friday. So.
Yeah. So little breather room. Okay.
Yeah.
Unlike us, we just go
Every week. Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, and don't forget the Dead Campers. I've been posting it on our pages and whatnot, but they are playing in San Diego this weekend on Sunday in the afternoon.
Okay.
Go to our the website, or not the website, but the Facebook or Instagram page. I've been posting it all over. So, or just go to deadcampers.com and check them out. They're down there if you're down in the San Diego area. They will be playing great music like what you're hearing here and some other versions. So check them out. Dead Campers coming up. And we want to thank everybody for joining us, hanging out with us. Again, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, like, follow, subscribe. We will thank PJ's Coffee for their delicious coffee and sponsoring the show. There they are right there. Thank you so much. Also, Spreaker.com or iHeartRadio. We thank you so much for your sponsorship as well and picking us up. In the meantime, kids, I am Christian. That is Andy. That is Andy. There. That's how I point. And we are going to go enjoy the rest of the week and enjoy your long weekend for Memorial Day. And we will talk to you all Tuesday with Russ Tuttle at 4 Central. Thank you so much. Be good to each other. God bless you all. We love you. Thank you so much. Peace.